Hello everyone, this is Ashok. So in this video we are going to discuss about what is the best CO2 level. So what is the level we need to maintain in the workstation in any of the IT building or non-IT building. So for example, if you are taking any building, right, so definitely there will be a occupant, right? Okay, it means like human being. Okay, so if you are taking any IT building and there will be a employees, IT employees will as a occupant, and they will occupy the building. Okay, so what is the best CO2 level we have to maintain in the workstation in order to give the good indoor air quality, in order to increase the well-being of the employee, so in order to increase the productivity of the employee. So what is the CO2 level we have to maintain? So there is no such so in some cases, if you are asking any person, so what is the CO2 level you are maintaining, they will say that okay, so we are maintaining the CO2 level, we are maintaining the ppm less than 1000, like that. So if you are asking them, so what is the standard referring for, like that, so they will not tell. They will not, instead of that, what they will tell, so this is my company own standard. So based on my company policy and their internal standard, we have to maintain 1000 ppm, like that the people will tell. Okay, in my previous organization also, we are not referring any standard, but however, as per the organization guidelines, and we have to maintain 1000 ppm. Okay, but I went to another organization, and there is a standard, and we have to maintain the CO2 level based on that standard. For example, so what standard we are followed there? ISHRAE class B standard. So ISHRAE is nothing but what? So ISHRAE, everyone will aware of that. So American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, Air Conditioning India, that is standard, is a international standards, but ISHRAE is a national standards. It is a class B, ISHRAE class B. So as per ISHRAE class B, Indian Society of Heating, Refrigerating, Air Conditioning Engineer class B, so we have to maintain the temperature, so we have to maintain the CO2 level 500 plus ambient CO2 level. Okay, 500 plus ambient CO2 level. For example, in ambient, you are measuring the ambient CO2 is 500, and 500 plus 500 what? It is 1000. So 1000 is your maximum threshold limit as per class B, ISHRAE class B standard. In other cases, in your ambient CO2 level, it is 800 ppm, and you have to add 500. So what is the maximum value? What is the it is coming 1300 ppm. So 1300 ppm, it is the maximum limit, maximum acceptable limit. So between case 1 and case 2, the threshold limit will get changed based on the ambient CO2. So there is no such threshold minimum maximum value. It is purely based on the ambient CO2. Why? Because we are taking a fresh air, okay, from the ambient. So whenever our temperature, whenever our CO2 is getting higher, so then only the sensor will sense, and based on that the damper will modulate, and they will allow the fresh air inside to your workstation, in order to compensate, in order to maintain that CO2 level which you are going to maintain in the workstation. Okay, so in this case, if somebody is asking me, definitely I can say that okay, this is the standard, this is not company standard, this is a ISHRAE class B standard. Based on ISHRAE class B standard, and we are maintaining the CO2 level 500 plus ambient CO2 level, that is the maximum threshold limit. Okay, so this is the task for you. So in your organization, what are the what standard you are referring for CO2, and if you know the standard, and you just do mention in the command box, so that other also will go through the command, and they will come to know, okay, this numbers of standards are there in the is there, and it is exist in the system, and people are maintaining the CO2 level based on these standard, like that. Okay, so from this video, I assume that you are going to you take some knowledge from this video, and really, if it is very useful video, please do react with like button or otherwise dislike button, and to command to in our queries. If you have any queries, do React put in the command section to address it as early as possible. Okay, so thank you. So we will see you in the next video. Bye.